So, guess I'm earning dirty laundry, but look, I don't know how many days I got. Days is nothing. So y'all gonna get what y'all gonna get today. Y'all gonna get your nurse B. I want to talk about this because I don't know. Somebody else might need to talk about it. And yeah, my therapy, so it's not free therapy. So I'm not here to rant on my parents or anything like that. But my father and I haven't. I talked to my dad. He got into a car accident last year, 2024, and I talked to him for like literally a hot second on the phone. And then I, my brother was texting me throughout this time to let me know, give me updates and all that. I have not talked to him since then. Prior to that, I believe we were like 2 years without talking, without me hearing his voice. And the last time I did talk to him, I guess I am freaking to go. I'm not really ranting on him though. I'm just telling y'all the situation. I didn't just make this a damn movie because this would be a good movie. Maybe I won't tell y'all the whole situation, but no, we really have not talked. It's been 2 years, and then 2 years prior to the last time I talked to him. The last time I talked to him was last fall 2024. So that's like what, 9 months away, past. So I didn't talk to him. And my mom talking to her. I don't know the last time I heard my mom's voice. Probably the last time I can remember, for sure, was summer 2024. So we're going on, I don't know, however long it is, almost a year. And I'm 34. I'll be 35 this summer. Yeah, and my parents are young boomers. And I don't know, is anybody else going through that? Is anybody else like, I know people say, oh, people are no contact. I'm not necessarily no contact, even though it does say that in the title. I am in the mindset of I'm not going to contact you because I believe that you need to contact me. Like, I've contacted you. Like, we've had contact. So I need for you to come to me, and it has to be a certain way. And I believe like that's just a boundary that I've created because I have children. And I do believe that with me having children, being a mom, like there's no way I'm gonna not talk to my kids. I'm going to be talking to my kids. I don't care how much I mess up. I don't care how mad they are with me. I'm talking to my kids. I'm talking to my kids. I need to know what's going on in their life. If I got grandkids, I need to know what's going on in their life. I need to know. I need to talk to my kids. I need to talk to my kids. So if I fucked up, I'm a beg for their mercy because these are my children. This is my offspring. Like, these are my children. And then, grandchildren. This is, people hate to say like legacy, but honestly, this is, you are the parent. You are the parent. You brought these people into this world. So I'm gonna need for you to be the adult here. You're the adult. It ain't me. It ain't me. How the hell I had to be that? I'm just now realizing, bitch, you don't know her. I mean, with my kids, I'm like, girl, you're the adult. And because sometimes I get upset, I rant with them, and I get mad at them. And I'm like, girl, you the adult. I got to tell myself that more and more. Like, you are the adult. These are children. That's my therapy. That's me telling me. When you get upset, you get mad with them, and you yell at them, or you're doing like, you're the adult here. They're kids. And so I got to even have sympathy. So that's why I said for me, with having kids, and I apologize to my kids. I'm like, mommy was not supposed to say that. Mommy wasn't supposed to do that. I'm sorry. Like, I was very upset. And they're like, it's okay. I say it's not okay, but I'm something. I'm just working on. Mommy work on stuff like how we all work on stuff. And just say that. I mean, be humble. But it's just, I don't know, parents, especially, I don't know if it's a boomer thing. It probably is. Like, they don't want to humble themselves sometimes, or they just did not learn how to because their parents, I think somebody said they were y'all put it in the comment section for me one time. Y'all say that's a silent generation. Maybe they was silent. Because my mom always be like, my mom never told me she loved me. I can't remember. And so they have their own trauma, which I understand, but it's like, I have my trauma because of you. And because of grandma, or because of grandma. That's why that damn grandma in Kanto, I can't stand that grandma. I can't stand her. Ugh. But I know she had 3 kids, child. And her man was gone. She saw him, and then she had to go to the new world and just take on this new thing and all these gifts, and she's by herself. with these 3 babies. So I get it, Grandma, but dang, she was mean to that girl. With Maribel, she was so mean to that girl. And she was so sweet. Aw. But she brought her family together in the end. But that was a good movie, child. Can you tell I got young kids? Okay, what's up, y'all? Iman said it's going a year of me not taking my mother, talking to my mother. She's a narcissist. See, I don't necessarily. That's a long time. I don't know if I've labeled my parents. I definitely have deep compassion for my parents because I can see it. But in my mind, it's like I can see it, but also I see on the other end as me being a parent, like, okay, I can see it, but you have to heal yourself. Like, you created human beings. Like, at some point, you have to take accountability for your life and you have to take accountability for your responsibilities. And I believe that some of these boomers, like, some of them did take accountability, but I don't know if it's just because of the young. Because I have young boomer patients. I have child patients, young boomer parents. So my parents was born like in the mid 60s, so they're not necessarily like boomer like the ones that was really making money in the 90s. Because like the 80s and the 90s was just a good time to be building money. Stuff wasn't that like credit and all of that. Like, people was racking up. They was 80s and 90s. The economy was just, especially if you can make money, you can make money. And then early 2000s, like, it was, if you had like especially 2 parent income or 2 parent income or income of like 100 or something more, which yeah, a lot of you could do that back then. You really could. They was able to do a lot back then, y'all. Like, they be saying like, oh, the guy at Circuit City and then the wife works at Kmart and they buying a house and all of that back in the day. Like, that's true. They be the jobs and the houses be so cheap. And that's how it was. It was affordable. Stuff was just way more affordable, especially with 2 incomes. And then on top of that, if you got a good income. So yeah, some boomers really was able to take advantage of the 80s and 90s and make they. But I have younger boomer parents, so their economy is a little different too. But anyhow, and their upbringing is a little different too. But anyhow, I say all that to say, like, whatever it is, whatever you're going on through with your parents and all of that, just have grace for them and have grace for yourself, because I know I'm sitting here thinking I'm creating this certain life for my kids and I'm doing all of that, and I know they still gonna say, I wish my mom would have did this, or I wish my dad would have did that, or why did they let us do this, I know they're gonna be mad about something. I know they're gonna be like, y'all could have been better parents. I mean, right? I'm sure there's gonna be something where they're gonna be like feeling some type of way, or certain times throughout their entire life they're gonna feel some type of way from me. I just pray that I can have, they can still show me grace and I can still be humble and do whatever I need to do to keep a relationship with your children, because I'm like, this is your offspring, like, you created this. So I think it's weird that we have so many people that don't contact their parents or don't talk to their family. Like, it's weird. Don't y'all think it's weird? Especially as Americans, like, the culture, I guess, on top of it, then being African American on top of that, you gotta think, as a person of color, especially African Americans, as in people who, they do not know their lineage to Africa. They may know, oh, I got some part this part, maybe, but there's really no, they don't have a tangible connection to Africa. You gotta think, as Black Americans, actual African Americans. I'm not talking about an African that came over here from Africa. They know their family. They got some type of, and now they're no. I'm talking about African Americans. Like, you really don't know your lineage. Like, that's us. I'm talking about Black people, actual Black people in America. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Because people try to interchange. It's not interchangeable. It's not. Like, they know their connection. They have they're actual African Americans. Like, but we just Black folks. Okay. Anywho, with us, there's already a disconnect with our lineage because of that component. So then when you have that compounded with, this person don't talk to this person is estranged to this person don't know what this person look like. My kids, you can put a line up, they be like, show your granddad. They not gonna know. Ain't that crazy? People don't be knowing who none of their family is, none of their lineage, their cousins. People don't be knowing nothing. They don't be knowing nothing. They don't know nothing. Don't be taught. They don't know cookouts, none of that shit no more. Like, it's so weird. Like, I'm not gonna say we need to get back to the cookout too. Black people got to come together. But honestly, like, We probably should, because that would benefit us. Like, people, connections that you have with people, the relationships that you have with people is one of the biggest resources you'll ever have in your life. Biggest resource to connect you with other people and networking. Biggest resource to help you see different people with different personalities, different settings, different everything, different vernacular. You see it within you. The more relationships you have, the more interaction with people. So why not have those interactions be your family? But some people, like I said, we don't even know what our family be looking like. Cousins, I could have cousins and they be like, "That's your cousin." Like, I don't know these people. I don't know these people. Okay. Auntie who? Oh, okay. I met you and you was okay. I can know these people, but it's crazy because you should. In other cultures, like Hispanic community, like they got it going on. They fucking got it going on. Everybody know everybody. At least from what I know. My closest friend is mixed. She's Hispanic and she's Catholic. She's white and Hispanic. She's Catholic. I mean, they both Catholic, which I think is so interesting. Anywho, so she has a family, like a big family. They Catholic. They got a lot of kids. Her mom had 5 kids. So my friend, she on baby 3, working on baby 4. I told her wait for me. I said wait for me, wait for me, please wait for me. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready. I ain't ready to have these kids. Parent guard is still in place. Okay, so let me see what y'all been saying. I just been talking, yeah. Yeah, I do. I believe that it's weird, and I just want my kids, like, they don't know their cousins. It's really the fact that you just don't feel comfortable around certain family, and the family dynamics are always messed up. And if there's like not a matriarch, a patriarch that can bring everybody together, and that's gonna be stable enough to bring everybody together, y'all not gonna see each other. And like, if my mom and dad were together, I would probably be very still close to my siblings, only for the simple fact that everything would be at their house. Everything, like, I had to see this fucking person, unless I just choose to not go over there and see them, you know. But more than likely, that mom or that dad would be like, "You need to come. You're gonna come over for Christmas, right? Who come? Who gonna be there? You're coming over for Christmas. We're having dinner at da 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 da. See ya." That's how it's supposed to be. This is why when you lose one of the other matriarch or a patriarch, or you never had it, it's harder to bring everybody together. They are supposed to be the nucleus. They are the older. They the ones that created this, and that's why sometimes I'd be like, y'all not taking responsibility. You all created this bloodline. You created these people. You created these grandkids. Why aren't you managing this shit? Like, take care of this. Like, take care of business. Like, everybody should be good, but they just ain't got it. Two and two ain't came together. So Keith Carter Jr. Hey, Nurse B. Yeah, maybe it's a millennial thing, and parents are funny because they think we should always reach to them. No, you created me. You motherfuckers came together to have me. It wasn't like I'm just her. I just showed up like, oh, what's up? I'm like, hey, let's up hello. Like, that's all I did. Like, he and she came together, now we. And so I just, like, this is your responsibility. But at the end of the day, you know, you can only expect so much out of parents because they just people. Motherfuckers is just people. You would hope, you would pray, you would think, but the best thing you could do is just hope and pray and affirm and take actions to you being, not breaking that, you putting your lineage in a better position, you putting yourself through a better position, you healing through it. And I believe, like I said, they should reach out to you, because my husband always, he'd be like, because you'll never know if it was just because you reached out to them. Never know if it was just like they just, because my thing is, if you really wanted to, you would. And if he really wanted to, he would. You better swallow that pride. You better take it down. Take a little gulp or something. Get some liquid courage. Do something. Swallow down that pride. But it is what it is. All I can do is send good energy and keep my boundaries intact, because I gotta protect my own self. So Iman said me to apologize if I do wrong. We should always reach to them. Yeah, they're weird. I got accepted in Orange School. Orange School. What's up, Denise Davis? When do you start? Keith said, that generation is definitely a tougher generation. But for real, just like you said, that's why we got our problem. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, you just gotta accept your parents as they are. You get to that point in your life. You just get to that point in your life. It is what it is, kids. And that's how they be feeling today. But like, get over it. I had it worse than you. Or get in there. Ego, man. That ego is crazy. Then they expect you to. My thing is, I see people. Ooh, y'all, I'm finna get real. Y'all know I'm a nurse, so I see people in their 70s, their 80s, their 60s, their 50s. I see them, and trust and believe, you would really want yourself to be in a good position with your children, your grandchildren, your aunties, your uncles, your nieces, your nephews, everybody in the club getting tipsy. You want everybody in your family to be around your old ass. Trust and believe it. Because when I tell you I've seen it all, I've seen it where nobody is there. A person nobody has ever came to visit them. They die alone. I've seen it. I've seen it. The kids, they got 12 kids. Don't none of them come see them. No grandkids, no nieces, not a damn, not a one. And you like, don't they got 7 kids? Or they only come when they about to die. And all these people come out the woodwork. Out the woodwork. These people, where you been at? That's like that little skit that dude be doing. My husband loved them seeing they skits, dark skin seeing that. I don't know his name. He's like a brown skin. If I see a mom at a family function, I'm cordial and will speak, but then I go to my, oh wow, see, that's weird. That's weird. And I've always been a mama's girl. Always. But I just gotta learn that people are people, man. Your parents are just people. They like really ain't nothing special. They know nothing special. They just birth you. But I do appreciate my parents because they still teach you. Like a young Levant son, like how she will talk about, she'll say, what was your father? What is your father teaching? And people are like, they taught me nothing. He taught me nothing. He wasn't there. She's like, that's what he taught you. Like, he did teach you something. It's not an ad for Cheez-It, but Cheez-It is just chilling. My passenger, let me buckle her up. Buckle up the Cheez-Its, okay? If anything, she needs to be protected. There we go. So, yeah. That's where I'm at. Let me see what else y'all was talking about. That's weird though. Iman. Is it Iman? Still did. Okay, I get that. Oh wait, what did Crockett say? Crockett said bullseye. Right, like left out. This is why I chose what's social worker. Oh yeah, to help, or like what was your reason why? Why was that your reason? Your mom doesn't call you even when oh gosh. See, I just think that's so irresponsible. That's so irresponsible as a parent. Like, you gotta swallow your pride. You have to swallow your pride. You have to. You are the adult. You created these human beings. Stop putting the ball in your kid's court. Like, that's so weird. That's not normal, y'all. Like, I don't know. That generation needs to fucking learn it. That's not normal. Anybody, whoever needs to learn it, needs to learn it. Making your kids like have to feel bad or feel weird, all like that's not good. That's not how it's supposed to be. You create. Yes, there's gonna be times where your kids are gonna hate you, right? They're teenagers, they hate you. You know, that's when you raising them. They gonna hate you when you raise. Yeah, hell yeah, they gonna hate your ass. They gonna fucking hate you. You gonna be all type of names behind their back. But did you do this? Did you do that? Do that? Now you ain't gonna be perfect, but in those times when you need to, can you do something? Can you have something? Don't just make it so that your kids feel like they gotta chase behind you. That doesn't make any sense. That makes no fucking sense. A child should never have to chase behind a parent. And I think that's sometimes what that generation or whomever, certain parents that's like this, you expect your kids to chase behind you? That's not how it works. You created this human being. And I'm gonna say it again, they should be trying to get through their kids as much as possible, have whatever kid. This is your child. Just a simple fact, you created this human being. Why would you not want to protect it? Why would you not want to take care of it? Make sure it's okay. Listen to it. Affirm it. Make sure it's okay. Are you okay, baby? What do you need? Let's. If I can't even give my kids any money, nothing. Can I pray with you? Can I be with you? Can I be around? Can I watch the kids? Can I? Whatever you need me to do, I'm your mama. I'm your mama. But some people, like I said, they don't put two and two. Like they really be boo-booed fucking food. Like I don't get it. You said, "Ooh, I have some cheeses in the pantry. I'm gonna grab them and take to the work with us salad and chair." There you go. I like them because you can have like so many. You can have 26 of them and it's 150 calories. So just count out 26. Okay, girl. Is that girl? S. Croc, is that girl? Just count 26. Don't just count 26. Okay. I should have grabbed. I went to Walmart. I did not get bags. I think me and my kids, we're gonna stop at Dollar General or Family Dollar and get a few things. Yeah, I noticed I like them little stores, especially to get like cleaning stuff. I like them. I like going into those stores. I don't know what it is. I like them little Family Dollar, Dollar General. I like that. It just made me think about when I was like living in the city, and they only was in the city. You know, they was only in the hood, child. Remember back in the day? I know what I'm talking about. Now they got a dang on DGX. It look all like fancy. Like, okay, sure. What is this? You know, I said even if okay, you said the core. Okay, my sister has cut off my mom suddenly. It's been 2 years and it broke my mom's heart. Suddenly, something happened. It ain't suddenly. Something happened. Mama ain't saying something. Lee's saying. Mama ain't saying what happened, or maybe your sister. It ain't just suddenly. It's never when you choose to not talk to your parent. That's not suddenly, unless it's something came to something. Something came to a head. Something was already there's some signs. That's why I don't like when some people. I'm not saying this is what you said, but when some people be like, why did they have to be like? I don't know. It came out of nowhere. I'm like, bitch, there were no signs. There was nothing. There wasn't no yellow big bro. With nothing. No guide for you to see how I got to that point. That's when you know they ain't telling the truth. And people be saying that he just came out of nowhere. You be like, you ain't have a hunch. Because that wasn't shown to them. It's a cycle of cold shoulder continue and cold shoulder. Yeah. And I think they say, didn't somebody say like that is a trauma response when you suddenly stop something instead of being like, hey mom, hey dad, I didn't like this, or fighting. Like sometimes like I have not really learned how to even fight with my mom because it'll just stop. Like there'll be an outburst or there'll be something that happened and we just stop talking because we have stopped talking in the past. It's not the first time. It's not the first time. And that's how it was with me and my sister, my oldest sister too. Like, and I was like, Brandy, you're the common denominator. I had to come to that terms with that. Like, with my brother, we go back and forth. It's never like, oh, there's like my brother is nothing really big. I don't know. I don't freaking know. It never really be that big to me. But then, the only time I ever really had an issue was money. That's gonna be my biggest thing. When it comes, money is the thing that I really have the biggest issue with people. With my oldest sister, no. With her, me and her, it's just we're both very stubborn, and we got the same daddy. And my daddy, he never taught us how to argue and have disagreements and say how you feel and go back and forth and listen to that person. Like my parents never really taught me, and I think my siblings too, how to work through stuff. How to you come and you tell a person how you feel, and then you go from there. Like I was never taught that. Now that I'm actually had this is a revelation that I'm having right now. So like is that I was never really taught that from my parents. So with that being said, when it comes to like you just will stop talking because you don't even know. Like you don't have the mechanics to even know. I'm not gonna say you. I had to take on me. Like I don't have the mechanics to even go about reconnecting with my parents or even having the weird conversation. Like, I was never taught that. And I also feel like right now I'm okay with expressing myself. I'm gonna tell you how I feel. Like, if you give me the space and time, I will tell both of them how I felt. I would. And there's been times where I would have to put in writing how I feel and send it to them. I mean, the boys have been out. The boys have been out all freaking day. This is like the fourth time I seen some dang on cop cars. And earlier it was like blocked off area with cop cars. Y'all see they turn their lights off? I can't even see. The boys is out, y'all. The weather getting warmer. They say it's getting warm outside. They out. The boys is out. Thank you, Crockett. Amen to that. I don't even know what I said. Because it wasn't shown to them. It's a psycho code, yeah. And I just think, that's what it is. And like I said, I have grace. I've definitely, I believe that I've forgiven my parents. I've forgiven myself in those situations because we can't always be like, my parents did this. Blah, blah, blah. Part of it is you learning what part did you play within this. And that's the same with like I said, I'm the comment. I don't conversation my issues with my sister, issues with my other sister. Like my sibling, we just not that close. And I have a lot of siblings. Well, to me it's a lot. I got 4 siblings, 3 living, and to me that's a lot. That's a lot. I do feel like, and I really don't talk to any of them. It's a lot of them for me to not talk to one. I talk to one, but I don't trust that one. I don't trust my middle sister. I'm just being for real with y'all. Like, y'all getting it today. Y'all can get it. Y'all getting it. So, with that being said, I give people grace, and I do believe. What was it? I don't know who was saying it. It was like, but just trust a person as much as you can trust a person. Like, trust them to be whatever they are. And then you also have to put out there a hope or pray that or affirm that you are able to discern what that person is and just see them for what they are and treat the relationship for what it is. But they say as far as you can throw them. So with anybody, and just know what this person is capable of, or like what the dynamic of the relationship is, whatever the case may be. I have furry stuff from outside blowing around, and then I've been using these wipes, and there's like furry stuff from the wipes. And act accordingly, for real. That's the truth. So I'm about to go. I need to go pick up my kids. I should have just got that water. Should have just got the water. I need to go pick up my kids. So yeah, I just wanted to say that and put that out there. And I told y'all my therapy. So this is not to rant on people, but I do believe that it's in the relationship that I'm having with them and the issues that I'm having with them. I just pray and affirm that I won't repeat these same things with my kids, or if I do, if and when I do, like, I do pray that God just help me through it, because you don't, like, these are your kids, so you don't want to put your issues on your kids. Like, you don't want to dump stuff on them. They're going to get it, though, because you got your own issues. You had your own things you're going through, so your kids are going to get your trauma in some type of way, some type of form, especially because as you are a parent and you're growing, like, you should see and that's the thing, I do feel like you can give your parents grace because you see, okay, what was going, mom, I'm 34. When my mom was 34, what position was she in? She did not have a husband. My mom didn't have a husband. She had 2 kids, which is crazy. She had 2 girls. I had 2 girls. Me and my sister a few years apart. I think we're like 7 years apart. And yeah, she's like 42 or something like that. So yeah, we're like 7 years apart. And she was single mom in North St. Louis, the hood. And she's 34. My mom didn't have a career, really. We're in totally different spots. So I am married, 34. I've been married for the past 13 years. I'm a nurse. Like, all these different things. I don't, like, my kids don't go to the best, they're not in the best school district. That's why We're putting out there the house. The house is out there. The house is out there. So the house is out there, and the top priority are the schools. Yeah, schools is top priority. Schools are top priority. Schools are the top priority. So told y'all we're well on our way. I'm so grateful for. I'm just so grateful for where we are, in our journey. But anyhow, I'm in a different position, than when my mom was at. So I always have grace. But my thing is, when you don't see the growth, it's harder for you to just be like, because kids are always going to forgive their parents. A child will always forgive their parent because that's your parent. Like a child, like this is just like how I said that's your child. The child is like, this is my mom, this is my dad. I only got one of y'all. I only got one mama. I only got one daddy. Like, you are that person's. You created them. So the child is going to want to keep that connection with the parent too. So like I said, when your child stops talking to you, like, that's a fucking problem. And I don't know, people, it's like people be in delusion. It's like, and I know there's, like I said, the pride, and some people, they have so much shame and all this, and they just don't know, and they don't. But it's like, get over it. Get fucking over yourself. Like, deal with your problems, deal with your issues. I'm having to do it, damn it. And I think, like, my dad, he's an asshole sometimes. Now I'm ranting on his ass. Damn, Virgo. I'm talking about you, nigga. No. But some of them are a-holes. Like, sometimes parents can be a-holes too. And I'm like, I get it. Like, I get that your parents were, like, stoic and mean. I get it. But dang, like, dude, I grew up with the internet. Like, come on now. I'm not like you. I'm not as a tough cookie, okay, boomers? I know. I get it. You all were some tough motherfuckers, okay? America, like, you all were amazing. Great. I get it. Boomers had to work their ass off, working at these dang on companies for 1,000 years and doing all of that. Like, I get it. Like, y'all worked y'all butt off. Not all of y'all motherfuckers, but a good amount of y'all did. I get it. But man, like, can y'all have compassion for us? Compassion? Can you have compassion for your kids? Like, especially because some of y'all had people that could watch kids. Like, I was over my sister's grandmother's house all the time. When I tell you, my kids don't be in nobody's house like that. Like, yes, my husband, his mom will watch the kids if we need them, but they not like how they was when they say to grandmother's house we go. He was like, you stay at grandma's house. Like, you over there. Like, you, when black people go there, they at the grandma house. Like, I don't do that. My kids don't go over their grandparents' house for a week, every weekend. They don't do that. But guess in the 90s, we was everywhere. Latchkey kids, all of it. 90s kids, like how 80s kids was like that. The generation over us, the Gen X, right? Gen X. They was like that too. They was latchkey kids. Like, and we also had the community was different, y'all. It was a different atmosphere. So I do believe, like, people need to keep that in mind when it comes to millennials. Like, not a lot of us, or whatever age group, not a lot of us even have community. Like, the grandparents are not there to watch the kids. Like, we don't have no grandparent that can watch these kids. The grandparents is working, or they just out the damn picture. But y'all had everybody and their mama that could watch y'all kids. And y'all had a good ass economy. I'm about to go, y'all. I love y'all.